Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome to the final part of my Sonic the Hedgehog timeline theory. Part 7. And this is the modern era. The modern era of Sonic. Now, for the modern era, after the events of Sonic Prime, Sonic decides that he just wants to run. He just wants to run around. He wants to run around and experience the world that he has missed so much. He has missed his own world so much. He just wants to run. He just wants to run around and enjoy it for a bit. So the events of Sonic Dash Plus happen, which is a mobile game. And the reason why I believe Sonic Dash Plus happens is because it is the only game where Tangle shows up. It is the only game. It is the only Sonic game where Tangle makes an appearance, and she is referenced in Sonic Frontiers, so we know she must be canon to the games, meaning she has to have some kind of game appearance. And since she only appears in Sonic Dash and Sonic Dash Plus, with Sonic Dash Plus being, the finished definitive version, that means that Sonic Dash Plus has to be canon to the games, to the timeline of the games. So that would be after the events of Sonic Prime. Then after that, it's Sonic Dream Team. Cream has been kidnapped by Dr. Eggman, and it's up to Sonic, Amy, Knuckles, Rouge, and Tails to go after her. These five are the same five who were the focus of Sonic Prime. They were the main focus of Sonic Prime. Shadow was also there, and Shadow also recently became a playable character. Just recently, I think as of this recording, it was just like the other day. Wait, let me actually check. Let's see. When did this happen? Okay, this was that was 3 months ago. That was 3 months ago, specifically December 18th. December 18th of 2024. That was just a few months ago. So Shadow recently became a playable character in Sonic Dream Team. So, once again, tying back to Sonic Prime. As those were the main characters in Sonic Prime. Those 6 characters were the main 6 characters in Sonic Prime. And they end up saving REM, the overseer of dreams, the goddess of dreams, that kind of thing. They save her, and they stop Eggman from gaining ultimate power over the dreamscape. But why was Eggman trying to gain ultimate power over the dreamscape? It was because he was trying to basically remember what he learned while he was in null space. He learned things in null space. He learned of places that he could, a place that he could go, and he couldn't quite remember them. But in his dreams, he would have full control. He'd be able to find out exactly where he needs to go, to gain ultimate technology, to gain technology beyond his wildest dreams. And he does. He succeeds in that mission. He succeeds in that mission. He knows exactly where he needs to go. He knows he needs to go to the Starfall Islands. But he can't do it alone. So he creates an AI that he calls Sage. And that's when the events of Sonic Frontiers takes place. The events of Sonic Frontiers takes place after Sonic Dream Team. And we know that the Final Horizon version of events is the canon events because of the next game in the timeline, the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. We know that this the alternate version, the alternate ending of Sonic Frontiers is the canon ending, because in that ending, Sage is never destroyed. Sage lives. Sage lives, and at the end of the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, we see Sage. We see Sage with Eggman. She's still alive. So we know that the Final Horizon ending has to be the canonical ending. And we know that the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog has to take place before the events of the next game in the timeline, Sonic Rumble. We know it takes place just before Sonic Rumble because Sonic Rumble has many references to the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Every single character that appears in the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, their outfit in that game appears in Sonic Rumble as an alternate outfit, and the descriptions of those outfits reference the game. The fact that there are this many references to the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog in Sonic Rumble tells me that the events of that game are still fresh in everybody's minds. Everybody is still thinking about that. So that tells me that Sonic Rumble has to take place after the events of the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. And then after that, after Sonic Rumble, you know what? Everyone's in a bit of a competitive mood. Everyone's in a bit of a competitive mood thanks to the events of Sonic Rumble, so why not continue that trend with racing? And we get to the events of Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which brings us to present day. As of this recording, Sonic Rumble and Sonic Cross Worlds have not been released yet. They are still coming out later this year. So Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is the final game in the timeline as of right now, as of 2025. As far as we know, there will not be any other Sonic-related games coming out this year in 2025. Sonic Rumble and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds are the only games coming out this year in 2025, as far as we know. So that's it. That is the entirety of the Sonic the Hedgehog timeline. All seven current eras of the timeline in one massive timeline theory. all in one massive timeline theory. This was so much fun. I've been working on this for years. I've been trying to figure out the best way to explain the timeline for years. I've wanted to do something like this ever since I first started my channel. So I am so happy that I finally got the chance to do it. But that is it. So there we go. The modern era. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about my theory on the time on the timeline of the games. Again, this is only including games. I'm not looking at comics. I'm not looking at comics. I'm not looking at shows other than the 2 shows that were confirmed to be canon by Sega. Sega themselves confirmed that both of those shows are canon. So I put are canon to the games, so I put them into this timeline. But I am not looking at any of the other shows. I'm not looking at any of the comics. I am solely focused on the timeline of games. What order the games go, what the order that the games go in. So let me know what you think about the order that I've chosen. Do you think it's good? Do you think it needs work? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.